The Marriage Conversation. Discovering new pathways to intimacy in marriage. With your host, Dr. Stephen Frew.
When did your marriage start? Did it start when you fell in love? Or did it start at the wedding? Was there a critical point, a milestone, a story you tell each other that really began your marriage? Hello, this is Dr. Stephen Frew, and welcome to the Marriage Conversation. Marriages usually do not begin at the wedding. Weddings, in our culture, are parties. They're not necessarily connected to who the couple is, their gifts, their vision, their challenges, their wisdom group, or their needs. Marriages, and by the way, we see three distinct marriages within the one we call marriage. Marriages begin at surprising times. Sometimes the beginning of a marriage is in conflict, the very moment we think it may be over. It was Christmas Eve, just 4 days shy of the 8th-month anniversary of our wedding. Both of us came to each other from painful divorces. We dated, if that's the word, 6.5 years before summing up the courage to marry. In reality, our dating was more like two boxers circling each other in a ring. Punch, jab, backpedal, punch, clench. We exhausted each other, trying to discover who would blink first, our fear and suspicion clearly winning most rounds. On our first Christmas Eve, my wife had taken over the living room. Wrapping paper, ribbon, cards, piles of presents, and her favorite Christmas tapes playing in the background. She was happy, Christmas being one of her favorite holidays, and deeply content. Her children lived with us. My children lived with their mother. And Christmas Eve was a gut-wrenching time for me. Christmas was a time when children came early in the morning and left midday to spend Christmas dinner with their mother. No one liked this arrangement, but then no one liked the divorce. As I settled into a comfortable chair to watch her wrap presents, I decided to pour myself a scotch, a rare treat for me. I drank it, wondered if it was watered down, and poured myself another. On the third scotch, feeling a little tired, I went to the bedroom for a nap. "I'll be right back," I said. I woke up around 10 the next morning. Presents were opened, breakfast was finished, everyone was enjoying the morning. I greeted my wife somewhat sheepishly, and she returned a pro forma but decidedly cool kiss. The next days were distant and polite. We moved through our relationship taking care of roommate business, efficient, businesslike, appropriate. All attempts at breaking into conversation failed. Early one morning, she came out of the shower and stood in the doorway of our bedroom, dripping wet, towel in hand. She said, "I think we made a mistake. I can't live like this. I think we ought to admit we just can't do it. I think we ought to divorce. Don't you agree?" As I lay in bed, hands behind my head, listening to her, marveling at her beauty, a smile was spreading across my face. I thought it was inappropriate, but I couldn't stop it. A wave of energy was spreading upward through my body, warming and energizing me. Out of my mouth came these words: "No, I'm not going anywhere. Not only do I not want to divorce, I'm just beginning. You see, I have found my home, and my home is you." We talked of my pain during Christmas and my inability to invite her in and thus get some help with it. We talked of her fear and past woundedness, so that the safest thing for her to do was to prepare to be alone again. Our marriage began that morning. We had moved our relationship a notch deeper. We had an intimate conversation unlike any we had up to that point. Since then, there have been many intimate conversations. You might say we deepen our commitment with each one. But the marriage has a beginning point, and that is a point on our compass. If you'd like to learn more about the Marriage Conversation, check out our website, marriageconversation.com. This is Stephen Frew. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Marriage Conversation. If you have any comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you. Send your emails to stephen@marriageconversation.com or leave a comment on the blog at www.marriageconversation.com.